Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I am recording it.
Oh, yeah.
But 5 minutes to talk about me, my art, the cover, looking through Varifocals, everything.
Yeah.
And the thing I'm finding hardest is starting.
Right.
How do I kick off and how do I introduce it? So
So you start with the front page.
yes, I'll start with the front page. I'm going to put a couple of bubbles on it, probably of you and me talking. Me saying something like, "Oh God, I've got to talk for 5 minutes about looking through Varifocals," and you saying, "Don't involve me, whatever you do," or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And maybe the cat saying something.
What's the cat going to say?
I don't know. I haven't got that far.
Right. Okay. That sounds good. So what are you going to use? You put on slide 2 then.
Well, I thought I want one talking about what got me started.
Right.
So I thought I'd maybe do that drawing of Mum giving birth to me. I know because it sort of, she is, I suppose, the person who got me started in art.
And it's pretty arresting, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully it's an arresting image. And I thought I'd have her thinking about getting back to her painting, and me pondering on what I was going to do with my life.
Right.
I know it's a bit early to start thinking about career progression.
Well, it's never too early, really. But anyway.
School, I had a traditional training where we did loads of figure and life drawing, and how it stood me in good stead, really. I mean, I still use it, and also the thing I do want to say about figure drawing, life drawing, is I've always gone back to it time and time again, because when I've lost my way, really, with my art, it's how I get back on track again.
Yeah.
And inadvertently, that was the way I started drawing cartoons.
So you were saying earlier something about how life drawing got you back into drawing cartoons.
I went to a life class, and at the same time I was doing a 28 drawings later challenge through February, where you post a drawing on social media every day. And one day I went to this life class, and the model looked exactly like Napoleon. And it ended up with me doing, I don't know if you remember, I did a doodle of Napoleon naked with his hat on, boots, his horse in the background, and I posted that one for that day on social media and got a really good response. And I thought, oh, that's a good idea. I'll do a naked Napoleon drawing every day, doing all sorts of different things. And it kind of started the whole ball rolling again with me drawing cartoons. So after Naked Napoleon, I then did a series of cartoons based around, well, it started with the hens in the Archers, and I mean, that's a rather random thing to kind of stumble on, but it came out of reading an article in the newspaper about factory farming of chickens. And sometimes these things just, they almost take you by, well, it did take me by surprise. And once I started sharing pictures based on the animals of Ambridge, and to all the fans, I mean, there's so many Archers fans, again, I got a really good response, and when you get kind of encouragement and feedback, it encourages you to do more. And so it sort of that cartoon window was well and truly open in my head. That has directly led to drawing another series of cartoons about sleep, and which I called 40 Winks. And then my more recent, looking through Varifocals, is the latest sort of development of this journey, which has really only happened over the last 4 or 5 years, I'd say. And so it's moved on to us, you and me, in our lives. So I suppose I'll say something about looking through Varifocals. It's really looking at life through my specs, my Varifocals, a woman at a sort of transitional stage of life. Well, I mean, we all transition through life. There's all sorts of important stages and phases. But I think maybe it's a stage that it's very unfashionable. It's an unglamorous time of life, perhaps. Your children have left home, if you had children. Your parents maybe have died. I mean, this is sounding gloomy already. But in fact, it is very, I want it to be humorous. And it's just a stage when perhaps you're looking back, you're looking forward, you maybe pondering on what life means, the state of the world, what you're going to leave behind. I mean, there's all sorts of questions, but I'm trying to paint little scenarios that hopefully connect with people and make them smile, essentially. So,
Have you got enough?
oh, I don't know. Do you think we've got enough? There's quite a lot of talking there.